Tavares didn't. He moved on. Mitch hasn't. In all probability, he will move on. Yeah. It's not the negotiation, Sam. It's just going. Do the Leafs want to go back to him and say, listen, I know up until now you have not wanted to sign here, but whatever, we'll fix it. We'll make it better. We'll put you in a position to help win. And that's not to completely take him off the hook and say, hey, Mitch, by the way, score some more points in the playoffs. You and your buddies here, Austin and Willie and Morgan, be better. We need you better. That's not to say that can't happen either, have that conversation, but Mitch doesn't want to sign here. Mm-hmm. Hey, just as of today, he doesn't want to. What, do you have a month to change his mind? That's the tricky part that they got to find out. How far do they want to go to him and say, Mitch, come on, man, we really want you back here. What's the problem? What can we do to fix it?
Well, I mean, it's one thing to say, now the negotiation doesn't matter. Hasn't felt like that throughout the year, but it's nice to know that we're there now, if that is in fact the case. Could you imagine what a simpering, sad organization you would be is after the way this has gone the whole time, here's what we'll do for you. Here's what we can do to make this. It's just, to me, it's like a relationship. Your buddy gets together and breaks up and gets together and breaks up with a girl enough times. And you're like, it doesn't work. She's not that into you.
Or it can work, but I need to change.
Yeah, but people don't change.
No, people do change. People do change.
I used to
People
be.
do change.
I used to be a piece
or
of
you
crap.
lose somebody every once in a while.
Yeah. I just, to me, Kip, it's like, he doesn't want to be here. Then it can't work. You're not going to change someone's mind with 3 phone calls and we're going to get you a better chef or a cooler line mate. Like,
See, I worry about that for the Leafs. And you can sit there and say it's just Mitch.
Yeah.
But here's a hometown guy who is the greatest hometown player in Maple Leaf history. Fastest to score 700 points. And you can't get him to stay here.
But this only comes up when it's time for him to get his. Like, Tavares is like falling all over himself to give money back. When he was doing his last contract, he wasn't giving money back to be in Toronto. It wasn't about that.
But this isn't about the money for Mitch. It was never about the money. And people thought it was about the money. Oh, he's just holding out for 13 and a half.
B bonuses 10 years later.
It's about respect, is what he said.
But it's about
that people have never thought that he's as good as Matthews.
But if you're so hurt, the damage is done. Yeah. You're not fixing it.
See, I hate that. I hate that because
what are they going to offer him that's going to change him?
I don't know. It's whatever issues he has, address them with him. I don't know what they are. But it's just not about money.
Yeah.
And listen, if they had issues with him, then they should have tried to trade him a long time ago. You could have moved him. You could have said, listen, we're not. You could have put the reverse of, and Tree Living's had this experience with Matthew Tkachuk. Yeah. Matthew Tkachuk goes, I'm not signing here. You better move me. And he did.
But did Marner say that to him last
No,
summer?
I'm saying that Brad, if they didn't want him back,
they could have said, we're not signing
you. We're not signing you. You can stay, but we are not going to sign you. Give us 4 teams. Give us a wish list. We'll try to move you. Yeah. We're not we can get 2 first-rounders and a prospect for you.
Do you think it's the best thing for the Leafs for him to come back?
I think there's a world where he can come back. They just can't all come back together.
You know the situations where I could see it? If you could get Morgan to waive his no trade and you didn't re-sign Tavares, I'd be down. But you have to make those are fundamental core pieces.
I'm
of
I'm not coming back next year. I'm taking Morgan out of the equation. I'm not coming back here with Marner, Matthews, Nylander, or Tavares. 1 or 2 of them have to go for Mitch to stay.
To me, it's for Mitch to stay. Yeah. It needs to be Tavares and Riley. Like, you need a fundamental change here.
But
now we're talking DNA, boys.
No. You want DNA? Mitch stays, and I get rid of either Matthews or Nylander.
Yeah, no, not doing that.
They're not going to do that. No. But to me, that is a
Yeah.
major change.
That's DNA, baby.
That's
Yeah.
DNA,
That is DNA.
right?
That's absolutely DNA.
Yeah.
But he may pull a Rantanen and sign for $12 million in some state tax city and
Yeah.
move on. And everybody's
Vegas?
The one
Right.
thing I'm confident of with Marner, wherever he signs, it's going to hurt the Leafs. I don't think he's going to go quietly to Utah and they'll be okay. Or he's going to go quietly and go play for who's the other team here sometime?
Chicago.
Like, I don't think that's going to happen. It'll be Florida. You
Florida?
know? Yeah.
or it'll be a contending team.
Yeah, you know.
Florida.
Buddy, they're losing Bennett and Ekblad. They're going to have a pile of money.
Can you imagine
Yes, I can.
that the Leafs signed Sam Bennett and the Florida Panthers signed
See,
Mitch Marner,
Yeah.
and then the Florida
I'm
Panthers
not-
beat the Leafs with Mitch Marner in the lineup playing great and Sam Bennett
I-
playing like crap?
Yeah, yeah.
That
I
would be the leafiest
I
outcome.
just
want to
go back to my original question. And this isn't about Mitch Marner per se,
Okay.
but this is about an organization to go, okay, we just can't have guys leaving and wanting to leave here. Maybe we got to look in the mirror and say, what did we do? What can we do better?
Mm-hmm.
Part of the culture. Mitch doesn't like the culture here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's another reason why he wants to leave.
But
Doesn't
he's
like-
been a big part of setting it. He's a captain.
I know,
Been here for 9 years.
Yeah, he's a huge part of the culture.
but it starts from up top. And if he had issues, did he address them in time? Did the Leafs find out only when it was too late? I just think there has to be more of a reflection on ownership, management, the people that have been in charge the last 11 years to say, did we give them the best chance to win?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
That's
you know,
all.
I don't think that this core really likes each other. Like, I don't think that Matthews and Marner and Nylander and I don't.
They're not tight
No, I don't think
because
that,
they don't play tight.
No, I don't think that they really love each other. I think if you're Matthews, you'd probably prefer, even if he thinks John Tavares is a great guy, to not have the old captain like supervising your new captainly. Like, I do think that part of them is kind of hoping that something happens here where it's very different in the dressing room and the culture changes. I don't know that there's good vibes and positive memories and happy times. It's like some relationships just too far gone.
No, but it really started, right back to the B bonuses. Why did he get his? I want mine. I want mine. Oh, he didn't sign a max contract. I don't have to sign a max contract. We gave you the money. We gave you the term you wanted. You had everything you wanted. And yet it appears like nobody's happy.
Mm-hmm. It does appear that way.
Yeah, just like me talking with the Leafs, not happy at all times.
No.
This is just a Leafs hour exclusive here, but I just see these other teams that just like go out and it's just quiet. Like everybody's at Winnipeg, they're like, oh yeah. It's like no one's like blow them up, get rid of everybody. It's like it's just they just get to go out quietly out there. It's talked about a little bit in their market. We haven't mentioned them since they went out. Like, are we Jets talk? RIP. It's gone. No more Jets talk. And it's just like every other market, they just go out quietly, and it's here. President's got to go. Star hometown players got to go. Everybody's got to go. It's so frustrating being part of this sometimes. And listen, I'm right in the heart of it. I understand it, but it's just like, God, it's tiring. It is.
Yeah, maybe we're just not close enough to those markets. Maybe it's happening somewhere.
Sure, I'm sure they talk about it in Winnipeg. I'm sure they talk about Winnipeg once in a while.
Yeah.
But
Maybe.
anyways, nationally, it's not the same thing.
Matthew Nyes?
We should probably go.
All right.
Because
You're the producer.
we got to hit a break and we got to call Luke. So,
Well, ask him about Matthew Nice. How about that?
yeah, sure.
All right.
Go ahead.
Yep. You got any announcements or anything?
No, let her rip.
All right. Luke Fox, NHL writer for Sportsnet.ca, regular contributor on our show, will join us. And then in the next hour, also Craig Simpson, Stanley Cup champion, Hockey Night in Canada, will help us